Here, let me turn this down. Just a quickie pop up, say hi to some people while I'm on a break. Look at this beautiful lake. This is one of the cleanest lakes in Ontario. This is one of the cleanest lakes in Ontario. I gotta stop covering the mic. It's just the way the phone layout is. But as you can see, Skeleton Lake, there's no ice yet. No ice yet. What a beautiful lake though. Look at this. Just beautiful lake. One of the cleanest lakes in Ontario. Skeleton Lake. January 1st, lake trout opens up here. And I might just have to bring a boat out here if we don't have any ice, because from what I heard, the fish is a crazy, really good eating out of this lake. So definitely cool. No ice yet for the Muskoka, most of the Muskoka lakes. Now I know the harbor is good. It's pretty good. I want to check the ice over there probably the next couple days. But big surprise, let me tell you, keep your notifications live with me, because we might have a first ice fish this weekend. Actually, I'm sure of it. I'm just not sure if I'm going to go live yet, you know. I'm more focusing now on video content and putting out content there. So definitely I'm going to be out there, that's for sure. But right now, what are we doing on Skeleton Lake? Well, we're putting board and batten siding on. We did the deck. There's metal panels all underneath the deck to push all the water out there. And we got work to do up there. There's a deck up there we built. And we're going to put the stairs in. Same thing here. Stairs got to go in. No stairs, just a ladder. But big shout out for those that are still grinding and working their butts off, even though 3/4 of the world is probably doing holidays. I'll still be working right up until Christmas. Got to make that money, you know. Things were a little tight. We got locked in with a storm. There was easy 5.5 feet of snow that smashed down here and locked us out of the job. And that was kind of hard. So we had to hand shovel into this job site to get our trailer out of here. Like I said, board and batten. She's all going to be repainted in the spring. Skeeter in the house. How you doing? You're new here. Nice to see the chat is live and up. Jay in the house. Nice to see you. And it's kind of hard, Skeeter, if you're new, because you're blue, which means you have moderation privileges here. So you've been in here before, that's for sure. But thanks for returning. Where are you from? Canada. The north, buddy, the north. We're out here in the north. I'm on the job site here. Out in the Muskokas. You're from India. Nice to see you. Big shout outs to India. Cheers. For those that don't know, I'm avid fisherman and a musician. But this winter is kicking off, and we'll be out ice fishing this weekend. I might even go as far as the French River. We have a few cool spots to check out. So hit the notification button and subscribe to this channel, because the content, what do I do? I'm a carpenter, my friend. This is what I do. Right now we did the deck. We have the deck here that is finished. The deck over there is finished. The landing over here is finished. The staircase will go to there, and of course to the pad. Whoa, Brutal Bob in the house. What's up, Brutal Bob, man? Shoot, let me get you, champ. I sure hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for dropping in, Bob, man. Appreciate that. Oh, you paint cars. That's nice, Jay. That's cool, buddy. That's cool. That's cool. I can appreciate that, man. That's some tedious work. You got to be an artistic, to have a passion for that. So, big shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. As said, we're up high on the ground right now, so. But I'm hoping to get home a little early so I can go check some ice out and rip my new auger. I got a new 40-volt lithium Strike Master. Well, it'll be electric. Yeah, there's no gas, there's no nothing. Thing rips. Man, I got a new hut for this year too as well. So that's going to be super excited to try out. Can't wait to do that. Thank you everybody for dropping in. I think I'll have one more smoke here. One more smoke, and then I'm going to get out of here. See if I can set this up in a way. Oh, can't do that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bob. You know, it's funny, I've been in situations, my friend, around people that have that and are suffering with that, you know, as you get older. And there's one thing I'll say, you know, that I've learned slightly about it is they when dealing with dementia, it almost seems like they go backwards, right? They end up going back, like their brain goes back, and it almost seems like sometimes they're youth, right? Like they're a child again. But the other part that I found is, I'll tell you, I mean, there's a lot of people out there in the world that suffer painfully and knowledgeably know it. I think one of the toughest parts with dementia is when it's at the in-between, because the person consciously knows at times when they're having these episodes, and then they'll come into reality. And that's got to be one of the hardest things for people that are dealing with that, is the conscious knowing of it. You know, you feel like you're a burden. You feel like, you know, that you should probably not exist. But truth be told, my friend's grandma was dealing with it. And the funny thing is, when I started getting a little more familiar with it, most of the time they're not in pain. And it's not that they're, you know, it's they can't remember, and they forget kind of who they are, or they go through relapse memories, you know, from when they were a kid, or past things, people. They make mistakes with who people are, you know, facial recognition, stuff like that. But for me, my mother died from it. 7 years it took. The last 2 were brutal, yeah. I'll tell you truthfully, it's fun. This is just from my experience, and the thing is we end up suffering just as much, my friend. Being the person watching it, you know. But the person with the dementia, once they get to that point, you know, they don't consciously even understand, right? They're just kind of going through the motions every day, and eventually, you know, they depreciate. But she's starting the combative stage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I got prayers for you, man. I feel for you. I can totally understand, man. Honestly, I totally understand the situation and what you're going through. I've been around it, and I'm praying for you, man. I'm telling you, it's just as much as hard for the people around as it is for them. And then near the end, as you know, it can be pretty hard on the people around you, because you don't want to see your loved ones like that, you know. But the one thing, again, that I'll say is, I learned is the people suffering with the dementia, they get to a point they don't even know, you know, it's like they're a kid. Like, same thing with autism, you know. Autism's another one out there it's very misunderstood. But autism's kind of special, man. I've had a close relationship with a stepbrother, and you know, he had autism. And the funny thing is the only time they'd ever be upset is if they didn't get their basic needs. You know, they were very easily entertained. They were very easily satisfied if you just gave them those little things, you know. It's not like us where, you know, normal people, as you would call normal, um, you know, we tend to want more than what we need, right? And it just, when life seems to simple out like that, you know, there's a part of me is like, man, you know, it sucks to see them like that. But when you think about living that way and being in that stage, like if you were that person that was there, you know, it's not, they don't consciously know that they're suffering, you know. So let's see. I don't even know who that is. So yeah, my prayers are for you, my friend. All right. Trying to find my other lighter. Seems to be in the worst spot by the looks of it. Even this one's acting up. There's probably like feels like minus 13 or something like that right now. Like he's cold. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Put you on the saw. That should be. Run, jack of all trades, master of none. That's awesome. I can get you warm. I bet you can. I bet you can, Mac. That's quite a name. I'll tell you that. We'll let you stick around for a little bit. I mean, you know, analytics. What's up, Run, man? I love that name, jack of all trades. This is where I'm at right now. Board and batten siding. We did the deck. We done siding and all the window capping around. It's all going to get a refresh coat of paint because, of course, as you know, it's cold. It's winter. So basically, we're just putting on sealant to seal it up, so that way the wood can be preserved, and we can paint this up on a warmer day. For the most part, it's pretty good, though. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Fishing time. Let's go, man. That's my man right there. That's Daniel in the house. Nice to see you. Fishing time. Let's go, man. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm out here in Muskoka on Skeleton Lake, and as you can see, for those that are watching, there's no ice on this one yet. She's going to need a little bit more time, probably the end of January. We'll see. It just depends on how many nights we get with these cold temperatures. But oh, really good fishing here. Yeah, this is one of the cleanest lakes in Ontario. If you look up Skeleton Lake on Google, you'll find out some crazy history and phenomenal about this. They say this lake was created from an asteroid or a comet, but dropped down and hit into here, and it's kind of how the lake started, spring fed. And then second of all, at some point, all the fish died here for some phenomenon reason. They hasn't figured it out, but all the fish had died in this lake for whatever reason, and it had nothing to do with the water quality. They tested the water. As I said, this lake is rated as one of the most cleanest lakes in Ontario, if not the cleanest lake in Ontario. It's fully spring fed, but for whatever reason, something happened, some type of weird phenomenon, and all the fish had died in this lake. Now, we're talking years ago, before I was even alive. But it managed to recycle. You got lake trout in here, you got burbot in here, lingcod in here. Apparently there's speckles in here, there's walleye in here. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, man, I'll check out your fly ties, man. I do a bit of flying myself. I used to tie flies when I was younger. When I was in group homes and stuff like that. Foster parent had put me into it and got me a desk vise and all that stuff. We used to go around and collect what we could find on the banks, you know, in the areas that we wanted to fish. So, yeah, I'll definitely check it out, man. Let's see what you got. And if you want a little shout out, consider maybe sending me a couple, because the rainbow season's coming. Well, it's already into play. And I go down south all the time and I go salmon and rainbow fishing. And if you check out my videos, you'll see I do really well for rainbow. Rainbow is my fish. Rainbow, walleye, muskie, trout, pike, perch, crappie. I'm like my man NJ Fishing Maniac. I don't know if any of you have seen him, but check him out, NJ Fishing Maniac. The guy's amazing, man, and he's a multi-fisherman as well. Some woolly worms, nice. Nice. Just looking around, like I said, taking a break. Yeah, man, well, you got my email, cfmrocksmusic@gmail.com, cfmrocksmusic@gmail.com. Send me an email. We can talk about it, and we could do a little like private live stream in the back, work out some details, and I'd be definitely willing, even to use the flies down in the ice for whitefish. That's what I'm going to be targeting this winter, is whitefish, lake trout, and burbot. And like I said, I'll be out this weekend on a brand new hut and a brand new auger with some brand new jaw jackers that I made with PCV pipe. As you can see in my shorts, I made some really good systems with that. And basically a jaw jacker is a hook setter, and yeah, it sets the hook for you while it's sitting on the ice. And what I did was I combined the system from a guard dog and a jaw jacker and put them both together. So call it like a hybrid jaw jacker. But man, they're super cool. I have a video that I'll be posting in the future, which is a DIY. Do it yourself. Oh yeah. Oh man, that's, if you can get some whitefish flies for me, man, I don't even have to go down south, bro. I'll be down there. I'll be on Simcoe, literally fishing 8-12 hours, sometimes weekends, full weekends. I'll be out on that ice, fishing lake trout and whitefish. So that would be more ideal than the rainbow flies. If you can get into whitefish flies and stuff like that, little red worms, same like bloodworm, mimicking bloodworms, stuff like that, because the bloodworm hatch will happen late in the fall. So definitely, man, I'll definitely check you out, and we'll see what's popping. I have a couple of trips planned out. One in mid-February. We'll be out on Nipissing Lake for the weekend with a couple buddies of mine. We're gonna do a jam right out there, right on the ice. We're bringing the guitars and everything like that. Orcadelia in the house. Nice to see you. There's a smile. A smile I don't like, but it's a smile. Oh, shit. We're out here again for Orcadelia, if you want to see. I know she loves this kind of stuff. We're out here. We're out here on Skeleton Lake. You can see it's gorgeous. And I'm out here doing work, obviously, still working, grinding it out. You know, as Tricky said, man, you know, I'm that kind of guy. Just keep working, do what I can. But we're basically doing a whole, let's get that back, there we go. So board and batten, siding, we did the deck. There's a deck up there we did too, and we had to finish off. Oh, I'll be done. I'll be off for that part. Oh, I hope so. Oh yeah, no. This lake isn't frozen, but the lake by my place is frozen. The lakes all the way around us are frozen, and I'm going to make sure the ice is good. But if that happens to happen, if Tricky and Orchidelia, and that's a big if, and I'm not saying that they're coming down, I'm not assuming anything, but if, let's say, the biggest wish and dream came true that those two came down to hang out with me and Judy, I would put them on a place for ice that will basically be a paradise. I have 2 huts. I get all the gear, everything they need, and oh yeah, I'll put them on some fish. We went to go get a snowmobile today, but we can't get it until tomorrow or the next week because they're waiting for a part. Don't let him fall through the ice, Trick. He's built like a rock. No, that's our future president, man. Are you kidding me? No way. Tricky for president for Canada. You know what I mean? He ain't going any. Well, I got a spare room for you. I got a whole studio in there. You guys can go live from there. Your own room. You guys can have your own room. I'll have like a blown up air mattress and shit like that for you. And it's a nice room. It's really set up. And yeah, I mean, if like I said, Tricky's laughing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Check this out. You want to see this? This is amazing. This Makita, man. This Makita right here is a brand new one. Look, I've been using it all day, and it still has 2 batteries, 2 bars left on the battery. It's not plugged in. The extension cord's only for the rip saw here. I had to rip a bunch of boards and put them up. So I've been here. I'm just waiting for my boss to come back, but he left me alone. I put up all the batting. We put the siding up together, and it's just the 2 of us, so... Oh yeah, the deck, well, I mean, it's frozen, right? But I'll show you around. We can go down. I'll show you a little bit of this property. It's pretty great. It's pretty cool. And I'll show you what we did. Just, I got to be careful down the ladder. They're slippery. We already had a problem. My boss actually fell down this ladder a couple weeks ago. Took it like a champ. He landed on these rocks. Probably fell from... Oh, I don't know, second rung up from the top all the way down. But yeah, we did all in here too. Some really nice boats in here, let me tell you. Yeah. But look at how clear the water is. What I'm talking about. Look, my phone is picking up. You're probably seeing... And it's 40 feet right here. Yeah, that was a different job. This one is, that was the oak job. This one's a cedar job. But look at how clear this water is. I'll show you. You can see the bottom. Look. That's how clean this water is. You can see down there. I haven't seen any lake trout blowing through here yet. We got our stairs in here. Got our stairs. We're gonna be AMC. But yeah, this is the remaining of what snow landed on the deck. And of course, we shoveled it off. I left this, but oh yeah, we got snow. Lots of snow up here. But see what you'll see. This is kind of crazy. Under the deck, see all the metal pans? So this is custom, okay? So all the rain that goes down on the upper deck, if you're the customer and you're under here, you don't get wet. All the way through. So this metal derails the rain to come out here, and there'll be a trough on this part, and maybe one on this half part here where it's coming onto the deck. But you can see the pans go all the way through. All the way through, right? And that's going to protect the deck and keep people dry in here, right? Pretty wild. That's the landing. The stairs will go to there. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? You don't see much of that. I did all this one up here. My boss built the deck. We built it, and we did it as well here. And you can see brand new deck with the metal pans as well, so it doesn't run down to near the house. And you see the metal pans, and that'll keep it away from the doors, as well as the power generator that will be sitting here. We built a brand new one. I actually built this one. I built this from scratch. Then you have another deck coming here. Now this job, we literally had to hand shovel over probably, I want to say at least 1 kilometer. We had to hand shovel into here because the road that comes into this job is a private road, and there's probably about 10 or 15 cottages going into that road. Look at all the snow. And we had to hand shovel our way into the job because our trailer was parked over here and we couldn't get in because of the hills. And I'll show you just so you can see what we had to deal with. Right, look at the cliffs by the house. This is so crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, the rain, the water will eventually deteriorate and it goes into the house, goes against the fascia board. Look at the cliff going into here. Isn't that crazy? Look. I'll show you, this house was built probably, I don't know, 25 years ago, they said. And it's built on a huge hill, as you can see. And look at the roofs. That'll give you an idea. And that isn't nothing. In Gravenhurst, it's 3 times as much as that. 3 times as much as that on a roof. I was getting $1,200 a roof cash to shovel it off. So you can see I shoveled all of this going up all the way around, and then finally a plow came in and dug down for us, because you could see even with chains, we had chains on the truck and we had to get the trailer out. Look at these hills going in, right? It's nuts. And literally all it takes is a scheme of ice and you can't get in here. So believe it or not, for almost 2 weeks I was out of work. I was just hustling, trying to find work, and I put an ad on Kijiji to get roofs to shovel off. So all of this was hand shoveled. Yeah. So look, the hill just keeps going, right? All the way up. So this we all hand shoveled all the way to the top to get out, because once the truck's down here, you know, like literally, watch, I'm sliding down the hill. Like that's how greasy and slicky it gets. So I gotta tell you, am I ever happy that I did what I did and moved, and I switched trades. I've been a roofer for 20 plus years, 25 now. I keep forgetting I'm 43 years old. Getting old. 43, 42, something like that. I don't know. I think once you get past your 30s, you stop counting. But like this, like look at the snow, man. Crazy, right? So I'll show you, this is, you'll see the boathouse from the hill now. Some people are probably laughing because they're like, hey, to 42, you're a young buck still. Well, maybe. But I've also been a roofer for 30-something years, 25 plus years. And that really wears down the body. But I'm glad that I made the change. Like, look at all the snow on the cottage, or on the boathouse. So I call it a cottage because to me that would be a cottage. That's a boathouse, which is crazy. Now here, let's take another look. over here and I'll show you. You can see the snow's falling over there on the other side of the lake. It hasn't made it over here yet. Like, look at this. This is like some tricky bricky stuff right here, I'll tell you. Look at it. Built on the stone. And somebody tried to tell me that these weren't real stones, that they're like fake. But we looked into it and they're actually real. They're cut down. But they are definitely partially, they're real. Bob, it's true, yeah, no, I know. So that's what the deck looked like when we got it. And it was all rotted. You can see under there, like that's not even a real 2x8. I think those are 2x6s up there. But I guess that was good enough back then. Look at this lake. Jerry Young in the house. I'll definitely be staying warm. And tomorrow it's supposed to be super cold. And look, I see it's snowing way over there on the other side. Well, unfortunately, not me. Not me. I get the old $25 an hour, and then the government puts his hand in my pocket and slightly tickles my left nut and then bends me over and I'm not looking, and yeah. Yeah. But somebody's making a lot of money doing this, yeah. Or making a lot of money with us doing it. This job's worth a lot, I'll tell you that. What, almost 13. Where are you fishing this weekend? Oh, I can't tell you that. Can't tell you that, my friend. I have a couple locations. We're thinking French River, which is a 2-hour drive. Sudbury, North Bay area. Oh yeah, they get me on both ends, that's right. It'll be a surprise. Is Cooch ready? Well, I'll give you a shout out. If you want to look up somebody on Facebook, look up Outdoor Junkie. Outdoor Junkie Guide Services. His name's Matt. I have a booking with him as well. We're hoping mid-January if Simcoe's ready. And we'll be out there. And let me tell you, I'm booking with him to get a guide with him. Is Cooch ready? From what I seen this morning, on some parts of the lake, they've only got about an inch and a half of ice, and that's because of the snow being over it. The thingamajig, that's right. That's it. I'll be using a lot of those this year. I already got stocked up on them. And Cooch, unfortunately, isn't ready yet on certain areas. Now, tonight when I get home, I'm going to go with my auger and go walk out and go see for myself on the Tud Hope side. And if it's ready, I'll put a post out there and I'll put a video for an ice report for everyone, as you can see. Cooch by Sunday, yeah, I would think so, yeah. I kind of like you. I want to go check you out. You seem local, so I want to give you a little blue jacket, but I'll definitely make sure on the next one I'll check your channel out. Can't check it quite yet on the live, during the live right now. So, but yeah, I would think by Sunday, but tonight it's supposed to drop down to minus 25. Feel like minus 25. So on anywhere that there's clear ice out there, which I know a couple spots there's about 3.5 inches of ice. So by tonight, if we get that ice and it hits, I might have a spot or two that I can get out there. I would love to be the first person to fish that. But you know, I don't want to put my life on the line either. So, but oh yeah, I got my buddy. We got, we're good. We're good, man. We're gonna go as far as we need to go to find some ice to do some fishing this weekend. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're thinking French River for some big walleye. Tide Hope will be a circus. Yeah, I have a spot on Couchiching. I actually have a permanent hut that we'll be putting out there as well. That won't be ready until, of course, we have at least 4 to 8 inches of ice. Judy's doing good. She's just went to go get some Christmas hampers and stuff for ourselves because shit was pretty tight for me. As you know, I'm moved into a nice place and rent isn't cheap. So with 2 weeks off from work with the snow fucking massive storm that hit us, it made things really tight for me. And so she had booked some appointments for us. And today she's out cabbing around, getting some Christmas stuff for us and hampers. We won't even have a tree, if you want to be honest with you. But, that's what it is, right? We're just happy to have a nice place and have a roof over our head with some food in our stomach. And, of course, Judy's going to cook up a nice meal for us. But there'll be no tree, no presents under the tree. Maybe one each for each other. And that'll be about it. That'll be our Christmas. So, but like I said, it is what it is, right? I think everybody's feeling the grind as it is. But I used to get up and play guitar a lot online and go and play and stuff. And I don't know, yeah. I lost my mojo for that right now. I don't know what it is. Could be just the whole concept of it. At a bar, I can feel the vibes, and lock in with the crowd. And of course, I already get a pay doing it. Yeah, I cut a branch off one of those trees. Yeah. No, that's all right. It's more space, to be honest. Judy has Orchidea. You're going to have a blast if you come down. I'm not kidding you. But I'll tell you right now, Judy's going to surprise you with some stuff. She has, and I'm not kidding, I would probably say around $50,000. Maybe 50 grand, if not a little less, I don't know, give or take, worth of designer clothes that she's selling. She's getting rid of. As you know, Judy was a model, feature model for many years of her life, and she has a huge collection. And finally, because we got this place, I was able to get her stuff out of the storage unit that she's been holding on to for 4 years. And I'm telling you, Orchidea, the two of you are gonna be like little schoolgirls going through a whole whack of designer clothes because she's got them all on roller stands, if you know what I'm saying. She's used to having a walk-in closet, you know what I mean? Bonjour, au revoir, je m'appelle Richard. Comment ça va? That's about all the French I know, so don't get too crazy on me. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, and I know Judy's, if it fits you, she's gonna be like, oh my God, here you go, you can have it, We'd love to see you get some of those designers, and I'm not kidding. Like when I'm talking designers, like dresses are $1,000, a piece. Some of them up to 10 grand. She has wedding dresses that were handed down to her from her family. It's crazy the stuff she has. She has like 30 purses from Gucci to frickin' I don't even know. You know what I mean? Très bien. See, you went and done got crazy on me. I know you're known, so I've seen you around before. And if AMC knows you and saying hi to you, then you're good people. That's for sure. Because if you know AMC, then you're good people. Look at the snow starting to come, though. So yeah, I think I got like, let's see, 13%. I'm good for now. I just got to finish nailing off the rest of these boards down here, these small ones, and then we're done. But the tricky part is spacing them all out so they're all accurate. So what I do is I'll figure out the happy medium and I make spacer blocks. Now this one was for the walls, right? This was for the walls, but this is clearly too big. And I'll make spacer blocks and just keep bang, 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 bang all the way down the run. So that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do next. And of course make sure that they're level, or try my best to. Let's keep that a secret as much as we can though, Orchidelia. Tell Tricky that too, because I did for him. Just because you never know, right? Things happen, life happens, right? If you can't make it, you can't make it. But I'm not going to put no post out there. I want to do the same thing. I'm going to give you and Tricky the ability to do the same thing with your fans and stuff and be like, guess where we are now kind of thing, right? And play it out. That's why I wanted to talk to Tricky and play a little game and see if, you know, people could guess where is he headed to. And then bang, he's on the ice fishing. People will be losing it. I'm going to get him his first fish on the ice. I'll tell you that right now to both of you. You watch and see. That's if you guys make it down. But don't worry about the hotel. Like, I mean, unless you want to do a hotel thing, then that's cool too. But we do have the space. I have a spare room with the computer and studio in there and everything. And yeah, that's it. I'll set you up real nice in there. You'll be comfortable. And Judy, she cooks like a champ, man. If I let her know you're coming down, man, you guys are gonna be eating so good you're not gonna want to leave. She freaking, I'm telling you, she's restaurant quality, boutique restaurant quality, not just your normal restaurant. She made me yesterday. It took her all day. Now this is my wife. She made handmade from scratch ravioli, stuffed ravioli with a homemade from scratch cream sauce with asparagus and all that bacon or something else, some type of meat that went over top of it. I think she posted a short on it maybe. But I come home and she's like, oh, I got something really nice for you today. And I'm like, it was like, honestly, probably one of my favorite dishes. It literally was, I told her, like, I love. Oh, Sharon in the house. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I love one of my favorite dishes is breakfast poutine. Like, what I mean by that, we're like hash browns, onions, bacon, everything like that, eggs, all put into a dish with hollandaise sauce on it, man. I'm telling you, I love hollandaise sauce. I can't get enough of hollandaise sauce. I love it. And that's one of my favorite dishes. But Judy went and did it last night and made a dish that pretty much topped that. And I was like, man, and I can barely find that dish in restaurants. I actually put restaurants onto that dish and tell them that, you know, and they do really well with it. A lot of people really like that. But basically like a breakfast poutine. Protein. What? Poutine. I don't know. Pasheen. It might have been my glove in the way. I'm trying not to hold up on the mic. That sounded like somebody might have been here, but I didn't hear. Yep, somebody's here. All right. That's me. I got to check out of here. If you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you can, smash that subscribe. Keep up with the notifications because I'm telling you, we got some big surprises coming up on this channel. And I can't wait. Can't wait for it all to kick down. This is me, CFM, checking out. Much love. Until the next one. Cheers.